Your game, still I lost the prize when I took advice from your selfish lies. You told me this game was fair, so I wouldn't see those knives fill the air.
Hello and welcome to Charisma Mod episode 3. We're getting right into the story this time. This is going to be such an exciting, super cool episode. We're going to get started really quick. I just want to remind you, if you're tuning in for the first time, you can catch up on previous episodes on our YouTube or Twitch channels. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel and all of our videos on YouTube and on Twitch. You can also find a digested little compact podcast version of this show on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and Anchor. So make sure to check that out. We also have a website, so you can watch directly on our website. You can watch past episodes. You can buy merch. We're starting to gather some merch up. So we've got really cool dice bags right now. So make sure to find all of that. And now on to our game. Let's bring Stella up to the screen. Stella! There you are.
Hi everyone, how's it going? I am Stella, the Game Master, and we'll start with a little recap. So last time we found our adventurers in the basement of Maeve's new Wizard Tower bar. They went down there in a rush when a couple of the workers that were working on this cellar rushed past them in fear, claiming giant rats. So our team of adventurers went down there, and they were very successful with some minor injuries in slaying all of the creatures that were crawling around this creepy cellar in the bar. They slayed. Let's go with it. Some giant rats. They slew some giant centipedes, and they slayed. I'm just going to mix it up because I don't know which is right. A giant slew.
I think it's slew. Slaughtered.
They slaughtered a giant
I like that.
spider.
Decimated.
Let's be totally honest. Team Air did all the work, but. She had definitely a team around her cheering her on and trying their best. They took a look. Our team here took a look around this cellar, or what's intended to be a cellar, which used to be underneath this tower, and they'd found a few interesting items. They found a set of pure silver dishes. Team Air picked that up. They picked up this mysterious-looking necklace with 4 blue-green gems on it. And they picked up a couple of bottles of potions, one of which was definitely something they'd recognized before. It was a healing potion. And they found...
They shattered it. Wow.
Lol. They did shatter it. But they did find intact ones at the end. And they found another bottle of something they surmised to be a potion of enlargement. That was what all these creepy crawlers seem to have been licking up, and that had transformed them. So that's where we'll jump into the story today. Our adventurers are down in this bar in the basement. They've been there for about an hour, but it seems like they've slayed all of the baddies. We, as you can see at the moment, we're missing a couple of our adventurers, unfortunately, but some make dramatic entrances. So Team Air looks down at her axe and she realizes that the axe head has come loose and she's very upset. So she says, guys, I gotta run to the blacksmith, deal with this. I'll join you in a minute. I'll come back as soon as I can. So she runs up the stairs.
Classic Air. But we need you.
She says, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go fix my axe. Don't go anywhere. She runs off to the blacksmith.
What happens if we wait in place for the duration of this entire episode?
So what we're going to do is sit here for 2 hours.
Yeah. We are helpless without T-Bear.
I mean, yeah. But on the upside, you are pretty sure you have slaughtered everything in this basement and all is quiet, except for some footsteps and voices above you. Benin right now, hopefully, they're just so shocked at what you did. They've just lost their voice for a moment, and hopefully they will show up.
Oh, yeah.
But here you are in the basement, successful, holding some new items. What would you like to do?
Well, I have. Shall we go back upstairs and relax for a little bit? Join the festivities.
I don't relax. I am always on the hunt. However, I agree. We should leave this basement. I am scared of the dark. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, we're going to yeah.
Your secret is safe with me. For I am brave and short and stubby of leg.
I kind of want to use this enlargement potion on Scrimmy.
Can I be a giant Scrimmy Bingus?
I mean, Benina right now is holding the potion. So let's wait and see if they want to give it to you.
Benin, if you want us to use the potion on Scrimmy, don't say anything.
Consent. Let's take. Can we? Oh man.
Let's go upstairs. Going upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
You walk up the stairs and waiting sort of near the door is your lovely friend Maeve, and they say, "Oh my goodness, I heard so many sounds." Oh, that's not the right. I have heard so many sounds from downstairs. Are you okay? Is everybody okay?
Well, I hate to break it to you, Maeve, but half of us made it, apparently. I
saw Timia run by. She said she had to go fix her axe, so she's going to the blacksmith.
Swift of action,
yes.
Few words, that Timia.
Yes, she was so surprised that Scrimmy defeated all these enemies by himself that she was shocked and ran in surprise.
You do that by yourself. Very good, little man.
Thank you.
Proud. That is very, very nice. Would you like an ale for celebration?
I would love one.
Okay, and yourself I have.
I don't drink ale, but if you have a tall glass of room temperature milk.
Yes, I think I can manage that. Sven, pour these lovely people whatever they like. And Maeve's cousin, as we recall, Sven, is behind the bar helping out for the day, pours Scrimmy a pint of ale, which for you is basically like a thermos, right? Because you're quite small. Hands you, yeah, there you go. And Sven goes into the back to see if they have milk. It's TBD right now. This is the brand new establishment. They're going to see what they can find. If there's any milk, maybe in the kitchen to make the food. So right now in the bar, Maeve's there, Sven's there, and actually the front door opens and in walks another dwarf. This is a dwarf woman. And she has brown hair, brown kind of, imagine like Hermione's curly brown hair. It's pulled back in a big sort of poofy bun. She's got green eyes, and she comes in and says, "Oh, hi, Maeve. I know I'm a little early, but I came for the party. I thought it would be all right if I come and had a glass of ale to, test the wares before we get started." And Maeve says, "Oh, yes, my friend. Oh, my friends, meet my other friend. This is Vorga. Vorga is a silversmith. She works down in the city. I don't know if you've met her yet, but she makes beautiful glassware and how you call jewelry for you. I thought she would enjoy the party. Come on in." And Varga kind of gives you a wave, walks over the bar, and gets a pint.
So she's a silver.
She's a silversmith. She's
yes.
a dwarf.
And
yeah.
we conveniently happen to have on our persons.
Yes. So quick powwow between me and I have. How do you feel about showing her these silver plates and being like, "Can you make us a cool weapon out of these things?"
Oh, I want to carry them around. Yeah, let's get rid of them.
Yeah? Instead of selling them, let's see if she can make something cool.
Yeah.
All right. I walk up to her while she's having a drink. I have these silver plates. No, I'm holding them behind my back cheekily. and I say,
Which isn't hiding them very well because you're a dwarf.
yeah, you can kind of see them poking out my side, but that's part of what makes it so cute, right? and I'm being really cheeky, and I shuffle up like this with my shoulders really high against my head, and I go, "Hello, Varga. I have something neat and cool and interesting and surprising to show you."
Well, hello, little man. I don't believe we've had the honor of meeting. Seems you know my name, though. My name is Varga. I work the silversmith in town. Now, who are you, little man?
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't notice me because I'm so tall for my race. But we were introduced shortly just a minute ago. My name is Scrimmy. I'm a good friend of Maeve's.
Oh,
and I have
friend of Maeve's is a friend of mine.
Yes. Well, now that we're best friends, as you just said a second ago, I have an interesting project that you might be interested in.
All right, do tell.
And then I whip out these plates like this. And I'm like, look at these shiny silver plates. What do you think?
All right, well, she reaches out and takes one, and she takes like a little like knife out of her pouch and like ding, 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 ding. Well, now, little man, it appears you have some nice, pure silver plates here. Not sure what you want me to do about that.
I've been told you're a silver maker person, manipulator.
I sure am. Did you have something in mind that you wanted melted down and made out of these?
In exchange for either gold or perhaps adventuring, a favor of some kind, I wonder if these plates inspire you to make a weapon, perhaps for my friend over here I have, or our two absentee friends who I could describe to you in great length if you really want to know about them.
In song.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, let me see, little man. I've got a few questions here. First of all, you say you're an adventurer. What have you slain so far?
Oh, the biggest rats you've ever seen, with teeth of sharp and nail of long, and we killed a spider. Nay, was it a spider or an octo spider with 16 legs, as tall as 16 scrimmy binguses, if you can imagine that. And
make a deception check.
Damn it! Oh, fuck. Okay, deception +4. That's looking good. My dice.
Where your dice at?
Right here. Okay. Deception check. That's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Damn it! 7 total. Fuck.
Okay, well, listen. You tell some really great tales and all, but I don't think I've ever heard of a spider that's 16 times. What are you? 3 feet? That'd be pretty tall. Listen, I could do a lot with this silver, but I need more direction than that. I can tell you you've got, she kind of has a think, about 30 gold worth of silver here. Be happy to buy it off you.
And then we can melt down the gold to make weapons.
Golden weapons.
You could. You need a lot of gold to make a weapon.
So, okay. Let's talk.
Freaking crock. Okay, sorry.
Would this silver be enough to say make a dagger or a weapon of some kind,
or a series of crossbow bolts?
Yes.
Well, okay. Here's the thing: crossbow bolts, right? It's just the tip that's metal normally, as you know, as seasoned adventurers that you are, right? As you say, the shaft is wood. It's going to be real heavy if you try and make the entire thing out of silver. I will say, have you ever battled, werewolves or yeah. So yes. They say that like silver tipped weapons are good for that. So for sure, I would say with this silver, I could probably make 3 crossbow tips or 1 silver dagger. You'd have to pay me for my time, of course.
Foreshadowing?
I don't know what that word means.
It's poetic license. No,
it's a bard thing.
Bards. Yeah.
Okay. Powwow sidebar.
Yeah.
I have. Would you rather silver tip arrows which I don't. Okay, we might have to ask if you lose your arrows when you shoot them, because I think I get my daggers back when I throw them.
I assume
You have to pick them up. Like if unless you're running from a fight, it's always assumed that you pick your weapons back up.
Oh.
But if like you shoot arrows and you run away, you're not getting them back. Basically, it's
Right.
the logic in the fight.
Okay. If werewolves are common in these parts, which I'm assuming they are,
That's a broad assumption.
Let's get some silver. Let's get some silver tipped arrows. You know what? Fuck it. The other two aren't here. Fuck it. Let's hook you up.
Let's do it. Great.
So Varga's there, just like sitting on a stool, drinking
Varga,
her ale.
we would like to exchange these silver plates for 3 silver tipped arrows from my friend.
Great. Okay, so that's gonna cost you, I would say, 30 gold for my time.
I want to roll a charisma check. Charisma. Yep. And see if we can get a discount.
Persuasion would be what you're
Persuasion is
Okay.
what I meant.
If you fail, then I'm gonna try.
If Skirby's helping out, you can roll with advantage.
Ooh.
I'm helping out.
So roll twice, take the higher number.
Okay, we got a 16.
Ooh.
Yes. And we got a 3. So I'm gonna go with the
16 plus. What's your persuasion?
4, baby.
That's great. Okay. So Varga's looking at the two of you, practically like begging. And lucky for you, she looks up and sees Maeve behind the bar, kind of giving her a, help these folks out. Look, they're my friends. So Varga says, all right. It's a party. Looks like you're friends with Maeve. I could do it for 20 gold for the labor. Final offer.
All right, I got a 31. You want to split this, or actually no, it's mine. I'll just play for it. Yeah.
All right. Don't worry. Don't worry about payment in advance. It'll take me about 2 days, 48 hours. Because I'm partying today. I'm not gonna go silversmith anything when drunk because safety first at the Varga Forge.
You're not paying for rush delivery. Shouldn't it be a little cheaper?
Nope.
Okay.
Definitely not. Nope. 48 hours. What? I don't think you understand what it takes to melt down silver and forge
really don't.
3 arrow tips. It takes a bit of time, 48 hours from now, I'll have them ready. And you'll owe me 20 gold at that time, and come pick them up at the forge in town.
Plus, I forgot it's the holiday Fjörgynmjörnsen.
It's the what?
It's a festive holiday. Fjörgynmjörnsen.
It's really just an opening of the bar, but yeah, right on.
Oh, sorry. That's from my native town of Dwillum.
No way. Is there some sort of festival today that I don't know about?
Yeah, back in Dwillum, my hometown. It's the
that like a halfling thing?
Harvest. Yeah, it's the pumpkin harvest.
Wow, cheers to pumpkins. Yo, this is like a pumpkin ale.
No way.
You should get one from Maeve's.
My cousin probably made that.
I wonder. Well, anyways, nice to end right then. Ding, 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 on the door. A gnome walks in, actually. Oh no, our gnome's not here. That's sad. Another gnome walks in. This gnome is a slight blonde hair, bright emerald green eyes, and comes in actually carrying like a big, essentially a folder of parchment and a bag. Walks on in, struts in, and says, "Hello, everybody. Never fear. Christoph is here." And does a little flourish and a bow. And Maeve walks up and says, hello, Christoph. I am so happy you came. Wherever you like to set up is perfect. I think my friends here would love your services. As you know, on me today, whatever you need, I will pay for your supplies or everything. Would you like an ale? And Christoph says, wonderful. Please bring me not an ale, but a wine. Any wine, a good wine. So Christoph shuffles over, practically prances over to a spot, like a little table near the bar, and pulls out an easel, puts some parchment on the easel, and takes out some paints.
Caricatures?
So Kristoff is there, ready to go. Maeve brings over this beautiful goblet with red wine in it, and says, "Darling Kristoff, I was hoping that maybe you could paint a picture of the bar first. I would like some art on the wall. It's new. You can't have a bar without art, you know." And Kristoff says, "Yes, no problem. I will make you the finest portrait of your bar." And
Can I inspire him?
Definitely, you can inspire him.
Okay.
Yep.
I inspire him.
Okay, so Kristoff now has mark off a bardic inspiration, and he has D6. You can take it back if you want, but
you know what? Okay.
You can just play something in the room if you're so moved.
Can I just play something in the room
Absolutely.
and then hope that via osmosis he kind of gets a little bit inspired?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know Wonderwall?
No, but okay. I play something resembling. I play a nice G major, C major, D major,
Wow.
3-chord progression.
On what? What do you have? What do you carry? Is that a lute? What are you carrying?
Oh, on my bagpipe.
Oh, right. Okay.
I forgot. Wait, what do I have? Hang on.
It's a little bit harder to play a G chord on a bagpipe, I think. I don't really.
No way. Bagpipe
know.
play like 16 notes at a time. Have you ever heard that? They're like,
It's, in fact, all of them at once.
Yeah.
They can play every note on the scale. Where is it? Where can I find my musical instrument?
So it'll be at the bottom left, I believe, of your character sheet.
Tools. There it is. No, you know what? I play the horn. I like a good horn.
A nice subtle horn.
Yeah. I play the horn right up next to him.
Wonderful. So that's happening. Then ding ding ding. So it's rounding around 3 o'clock now. It's time for the party start. The bell rings again, and in comes a tall human man with curly black hair pulled into this beautiful, into a blue ribbon in the back. Alice, I think your audio is on. We can hear you.
So sorry. I thought I turned it off before I left.
So this human man walks in, tall, strapping, wearing that beautiful colored coat. And he says, "My, this is a smaller party than I thought, but looks great in here, Maeve. How are you?" And Maeve says, "Darling." That's not the right accent. I'm losing them. There's a lot of people in this room right now. I shouldn't have done this right away. "Darling, hello, welcome, Jeffrey. Come on in, welcome. What can I get you to drink?" And this human man, Jeffrey, says, "Oh, what's your in-house cocktail? I will get one of those." And Maeve says, "Wonderful, yes, very good, Sven. Get this lovely gentleman whatever he likes." And Jeffrey goes up to the bar and grabs a drink. So this is so we got a few people in. Just as a reminder, milling about. The party started. The bar's opening. So we've got Varga, the silversmith dwarf. We've got Jeffrey, the human man. Don't know much about him yet. We've got the gnome, the flaxen-haired gnome, who's painting away in the corner, sketching away. And that's it. That's all we got at the moment. Kristoff the gnome. Right. And everyone's chilling. Is there anything else you want to do at the moment?
I personally, I'm curious about this Jeffrey guy. I get the feeling that he's some kind of a critic, a restaurant bar critic. And I don't like the vibes he came in with. And I personally love Maeve with all of my heart. So I don't know if this is completely irrelevant to the story, but I kind of want to get to know this guy, get to know what his deal is. And if he happens to be a critic, then between the two of us charismatic fellows, we can probably put the best foot forward for Maeve on this with this bar.
Well, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to drink milk and kick ass, but there is no milk. So I guess we do have to.
I keep forgetting about your vendetta, and I'm sorry. We're going to get to that. I promise. We will eventually find out who killed your family or whatever. But
yeah, for the time being, sure.
They're not in this room. Let's do something.
There are no dragonborns in the room.
Oh yeah, maybe. They could be Jeffrey. So let's get to know Jeffrey.
It does seem like it's Jeffrey. Let's go.
who killed your family.
Charisma.
Yeah, I don't like the vibes on this Jeffrey guy.
Okay, so
Even though
Jeffrey
he
stands
is
far.
described exactly like human me.
I mean, actually not far, but
So we approach this Jeffrey D'Souza fellow.
Jeffrey swings around, sort of like face to face with what I have, and then looks down and says, hello. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Jeffrey McClintock. Pleasure.
Hi, Jeff. We killed a bunch of rats in the basement. This is
slightly disturbing.
And we came over here to meet another one.
Wow, I don't know what called for that, but
please excuse my friend. That is considered humor from where he's from. You should be honored. That was actually a really great joke.
Indeed. Well, ha ha ha.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Me?
Wait.
Yeah, Scrimmy to persuade that was a joke because
boy.
Jeffrey's unimpressed.
Okay, persuasion at least on +5, so this could go well. Boom, 15 + 5, 20, boom.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, I have to be totally honest. I've met very few tieflings in my life, and I just don't understand the humor. But I would be honored if you swing by my market and tell me more of these jokes someday. Your name?
I am Scrimmy.
Scrimmy, wonderful. Pleasure. And your tiefling?
I am Nuadia. I am a tiefling wizard who travels oh fuck, I forgot my monologue. I say my monologue.
Right.
Something about my tragic backstory.
And I clap rhythmically while he does it.
Turns into like spoken word.
How do you know Maeve? I ask.
Well, I would say it's somewhat of a merchant's guild around here. You see, I don't know if I mentioned I own the fruit and vegetable market. Well, yes. What other system is there? I own the market. You see, the fruit and vegetable market. I'm sure you know it well. And you know, we must stick together in these hard times. The small businesses, you know.
Yes.
I once was to travel the land with my family with a lentil cart selling our lentils before they were slaughtered.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! Another zinger. Anyways, Jeffrey, when you came in, I was just curious your assessment of this place. What were you expecting? Are you at all invested in the future of this bar? What is your connection to Maeve, if I may ask?
Well, between us, Scrimmy, I'll tell you my secret. I'm really hoping to be the prime supplier of fruits and vegetables for this fine establishment. So I figured it would be nice to show my face here. Ding, 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 ding. The bell of the door rings. And this time, rushing in with a mission, you see an elf, flaxen-haired elf, tall, slim, rushing in. And this person appears.
What? Oh.
This beautiful tall elf runs in the room, and everybody turns. You can tell there's some sort of emergency afoot.
Hello. Is this? Do I have the right place? What's the name? What be the name of this tavern?
May speaks up and says, "Hello. This is the Wizard's Tavern. We are doing the grand opening party. Are you here for the party?"
Oh, Wizard's Tavern. Yes, all right. It seems I've got the right place. Sorry, I'm just catching my breath. That horse is a pain in the butt. Ha ha. You can use that.
Tiefling humor. I enjoyed that.
So I'm an elf bard, and I work for a message delivery service. New to the job, just a stepping stone. You understand? Bigger things in the future. I've come with a message for some adventurers. I come with a message from a person named, let me just check my records here. Paperwork, lollipop, paperwork. Taurus Cecilia?
You have a message? Maeve speaks up and says, "You have a message from Taurus. Oh, please hand it over quickly."
All right. Keep your whatever you have on.
This is wild. I'm loving it.
All right. Now, according to regulations, we're going to have to see some identification. We're going to have to provide some proof. Well,
Yes, absolutely. And Maeve looks over to Christoph and says, Christoph, do you have a picture of me signed? I don't know. And Christoph says, why, yes, of course I do. And pulls out like a portfolio. And there's a picture of Maeve drawn beautifully. And it says, Maeve Amikir, signed Christoph Karn on the bottom.
oh, that's so do
The
nice.
D&D version of ID.
Can I keep this?
No, you may
Oh,
not.
terribly inappropriate. All right. You got Zook. Now, where did I put that? You've got a message. Where did I put that message?
My goodness, hurry up, sir. Oh, there we are. And Maeve opens the message and reads it. And it says, my dearest Maeve, I write to you in great need of your guidance and aid. Something terrible is happening to my workers. Those who have been deep in the mine in the last week have developed a strange sleeping disease. Once asleep, we are unable to wake them for hours. They also report horrible visions and nightmares. Those who have faced this dark rest speak of feelings of weakness and strange longings. I don't know what to do. We need your magic and your advice. Please send word back with Yodel as soon as you can. All my love, to Ruth. And Maeve looks at the letter for 30 seconds, a minute, and then hands it off to Ihab and says, I don't know what to do. Taruth is so normally so even keeled. I've never heard her worry like this. This is my partner. She works in the mines, and I don't know. What can we do? I don't know what to do. I've never heard of such a thing.
Your partner's kind of vague, isn't she?
Well, she's not very wordy, as you say. She doesn't speak very much.
There's only so much parchment.
Yeah. She is a dragon.
We do charge by this quarter inch of parchment. Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee is correct. They are very stingy.
I've heard tell of this gentleman. High praise indeed. Good with knives.
Maeve says, my good sir, you are Yodel, I presume.
Oh, yes. Yodel Brownfarthing. It's a family name. There's nothing fun about it. Farthing's a brown. What's the hell?
No, I'm just surprised. I know of someone named Hugh Jackman who you really resemble a lot when you put on that hat.
The rumors about him are true. He is a huge Ackman. Yes, I've seen it. Yeah. We play together. It's both balls.
Well, I will pay a lot of money to see that written on parchment. I will.
Oh, excellent. I'll give you my card.
Very good. I digress.
Yeah. You do it well.
Where were we?
As I said,
sorry, it's urgent.
Ruth is not a woman of many words. When she says she is troubled, there is certainly trouble afoot. But I don't know. I cannot leave. Where I just opened the place. There is a party. Don't know what to do. I will write her back. Yes, I will write her back. And you can see that Maeve is super stressed out.
Maybe if you want help, you should just ask for it.
Yeah, Maeve, you're being a bit obvious here.
I can see where Taruth gets it from.
yeah. Look, I know there are only 2 out of the 4 of us. I know only 50% of the gang is here, but you need only ask. We are adventurers by nature.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, what if? Okay, I will send a note. Perhaps you will go with it, and you will find out what is happening. Perhaps Yodel can go with. I don't know if you are busy.
If you got the money, honey.
Right. Yes. I no problem. I can find the money. But I would say bring many weapons. Bring all of your knowledge. I don't know what. I don't know what this could be. It sounds like magic, and I don't know this kind of magic. Does anybody have information?
Magic is my middle name. That's a lie. It's
You have
Steve.
many names.
And they're becoming increasingly difficult to keep track of, let alone spell.
It's a tiefling thing.
And then ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Another
God.
person to the party comes in.
Lock the doors. We're figuring things out over here.
It's a party. What are you gonna do? So
Okay.
in through the door comes a shoot. Let me just make sure I get this right. In through the door walks another gnomish figure. Actually, let me just double check this. Oh my goodness! I just want to get this right. So
Who do I have to send a message to get a beverage around here?
Yes, Sven, give this lovely messenger gentleman anything he likes from the bar. Within reason, he might need to get on the road again. And once again, safety first. Oh, somebody else said that earlier. Anyway, so through the door walks another gnomish figure. This person, another male gnome, dark hair, glasses, actually, little like Coke bottle glasses, wearing sort of a brown tweed suit, walks in and says, "My, isn't it wonderful to see our little city just bustling? Look at all the people here. This is wonderful." And Maeve looks over and says, "Oh, Mayor Knuckle, wonderful. I am so happy you came. I just got some bad news. I need to go write a letter and do something, but please go to the bar, meet my friends. I don't know if you've met, but Mayor Kellen Knuckle." And the mayor, as you've just seen, says, "Oh, hello, good citizens. I hope you're having a wonderful time. This looks like a great addition to our city." And Maeve runs behind the bar, presumably to get some parchment and ink. What do you do?
Wait, so many people.
I know.
Okay.
So I'll go over it. So the mayor just walked in. The mayor's a gnome, wearing glasses, wearing a brown tweed suit. We've got the artist gnome. We've got the human man, the owner of the market. We've got Sven, who's tending bar right now. We've got the gnome who's drawing the pictures, and Varga, the silversmith.
And we have Hugh Grant wearing Steve Irwin's hat.
Yes.
Well,
a very complicated mixture of actors.
So
We're waiting for that drink.
yeah,
there you go.
You and
Yes.
me.
hook Yodel up. He is parched.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. He's a messenger. He's traveled far and wide. Let's
Yes.
hook him up.
All right, so
All right.
so we gotta go to this mine. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
adventure
because we
calls.
want to, just for the sake of narrative integrity, but also because we want to.
Adventure calls. However,
But, how
we
far is
should,
this
we
mine?
should stop Maeve before she writes something that she's going to regret, because apparently parchment real estate is very expensive. So
She's a
we-
business owner.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and she's giving away all these drinks for free. Sorry, they are insane. We need to help them out right now.
Yeah, they're not running this business as well as they run their general store.
They have rats and spiders in their basement that they had no idea.
Bloody hell, no one's
They
got
don't
anything
even
but rats
stock
and
milk.
spiders.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
Everybody at
A
that.
bar with rats?
All three of you roll a wisdom check at that.
Oh no. That's a 20 with the adjustment.
Oh my gosh! And then Benin walks in from.
Okay.
Hi,
everybody.
Wow, Benin, you were frozen in place in the basement. We were mildly concerned until we moved on without you.
We didn't have the spell to fix it, and so we just left you there.
You know what? I was just obsessing about that potion that I ruined, and I just couldn't move. So I was in a shame spiral, guys, paralyzed in a shame spiral.
We still love and respect you.
Yeah,
Just with slightly lower health.
you've done your penance.
Okay,
Yeah.
Benin, I'm gonna give you a quick update, which I think will help everybody
Well-
because we've gotten a little crazy. So the party is in
Sure.
full swing, right?
It is
So-
in full swing.
The party's in full swing. In the room right now is a female dwarf silversmith named Varga. There's also a male gnome who's an artist in the corner drawing caricatures of people. We've also got a human man named Jeffrey, who seems to be the owner of the local market.
Okay.
We've got Sven, who we met last week, who's Maeve's cousin, tending bar. We've got the mayor. Mayor Kellen Knackle has walked in, who is a gnome, actually, like yourself.
Okay.
And we've got, who ran in the door recently, a beautiful, tall, flaxen-haired elf called Yodel Brownfarthing.
Ah,
A pleasure.
Wearing a chapeau at a jaunty angle.
A pleasure for you, I mean. Yes.
Yeah. And
Totally my pleasure.
Yodel carried in like an emergency missive from Toruth Tessira, who is the dragonborn partner of Maeve, who works up in the mines.
Dragonborn partner.
Who basically in the letter said, I really need your help. There's this crazy stuff happening at the mine. All these like mine workers who have been in the mine recently have this strange sleeping disease, and they're having nightmares. We can't wake them up. It's really bad. We need your help. So that's where we're at. There's a bunch of chaos.
Sure, I missed nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened.
And now you've just been brought a flagon of ale from some.
Here's the Yodel. That drink that you wanted, Yodel, apparently it got delivered to me.
Bloody hell. Got something against elves or messengers or hats?
It's the gnome thing you wouldn't understand. We are normally
So there you are. Maeve's run in the back, presumably to get some paper and parchment to write back. And you're left here as you came up from the stairs, because I guess you were doing like one last sweep of the basement, let's say, for anything left behind. Oh no, and now Benita's frozen. Okay, now everybody's frozen. Oh no, you're back. Okay. So yeah. Oh no, I'm so sad. Okay, you all started mentioning.
Come on, here I am.
You all started mentioning how you had just killed a bunch of giant rats in the basement, and Yodel is like, the fuck. So at that, I'm gonna have everybody, all four of you, roll wisdom check. So roll a d20, add your wisdom.
D20.
Before we roll, Elvira, can I ask outside the game, are you running from the law? Like every time we play, you're absconded to a different, smaller room in the house? Are you okay? Do we need to come get you?
Blink twice.
Do you remember that time we were camping? I'm going to give you a story that only you will know the details of. A desperate cry for help. No, I'm not all right. I have children.
Oh, God.
My life is an upside down living nightmare. Okay, I got 20, everybody.
You rolled an actual 20?
I rolled an actual 20.
Wonderful. Okay. So Benin comes up here, listens for like 30 seconds, and is like
30 seconds.
This is not unconnected. It doesn't, something here, it like the pieces are falling to place in Benin's brain somehow, and thinking, okay, why was there a bunch of potions and wizard's crap in the basement of this bar? Like, what is going on? So Benin wants to find some answers about that and connect these dots. I'm going to leave it at that. That you have that thought and you share that with your friends and your new messenger friend.
Guys, this is not unconnected.
Can we interrogate Maeve in a friendly way, in an amicable way, because
about her dragonborn scum partner?
They have a dragonborn partner, whatever. We can address that. But they also have, they bought this property. They didn't know because there was that puzzle, so maybe they don't know much, but they might know something.
Yeah, you can absolutely. So Maeve right now, so behind this bar is basically like along each side, there's 6 tables with chairs, like 4 tops, and then down the middle is 2 nice long like picnic style tables, and in the back is the bar. And behind the bar was the one door you went down into, which will effectively is the cellar that they're trying to get bigger. And on the other side is where you can go back into the kitchen and in an office. So you can totally go back there. Sven lets you go back there. So you're back in essentially like...
Can Yodel come with? I beckon Yodel to come.
Yeah,
Yodel is coming with us.
Yodel comes with us.
I got to
So-
go to a second location at the party. I'm one of the cool.
We're giving you. You're an NPC, but we're giving you that PC treatment, baby.
For now.
Wow.
So you come in the
I'm
in
feel
the back.
slathered in that PC treatment. Yes.
So Maeve's sitting at a big desk and writing with some ink and parchment, and looks up and says, "I don't know exactly what to write. I am saying that I'm sending something to some group to her very quick. I don't know. Have you ideas on what we should do next?"
Leave them to die.
Why do we have to connect the dots? Like, what is missing? Can someone tell us the truth? Can we compel someone to tell us what we need to know?
What is your questions?
Yeah, let's ask Maeve a few questions here.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
if they know anything.
Yeah.
So, I guess it would be persuasion.
Well, it depends. Like what you're at. Tell me what you're asking her first, and then we'll see. Because it depends what you're trying to get out of them. Like,
Okay, I'll start. I'll kick this off.
Hold on, Scrimmy. Did we not all just roll a d20? What did that manifest in anything?
yeah, because you
crushed it.
20, you know
Alright.
that there's something up. There's some connections here between this.
Okay,
place
so all right. So thank you, Stella. So continue with your interrogation, Scrimmy.
You got us this beautiful lead. So I have a lot of persuasion. So I approach Maeve and I ask,
How you doing?
yeah, with my shoulders real close to my face.
Not
like
Oh man.
Oh, this guy's good.
and I go, Maeve, baby, honey, is there something that you're not really telling us about who you purchased this plot from, or anything you might know about the building itself? We just went through a really dangerous experience in the basement. Sorry, I forgot my voice. And we're a bit sort of concerned and confused at what's going on in the building itself. So if you could give us some kind of a history or anything peculiar.
Well, okay. I will say I bought the building from the city. It was spare land. I bought it from not from the mayor, but from the city itself. It was city land before, and it was a wizard's tower. It was not used for maybe 100 years. I don't know. I thought there was nothing left but the bones of the building when I bought it, and I apologize again about the basement. I did not know.
Oh gosh, that is treacherous. You should know that a wizard's tower stays wizardy for up to 1,000 years after, like a gas station. You can't build anything over it for like 10 years or something, right?
I don't know.
I was going to say
names to speak of.
sacred burial ground, but gas station also works.
Right.
I don't know the name. I think that someone may have. Oh, I'm very nervous for Torus. I don't know right now. I think I can find my papers and find out the name of the wizard who lived here.
Yeah.
But again, it was 100 years ago. I don't. Okay, hold on. And go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, keep going.
They open some drawers and find a deed, and they actually do find the deed and give it to you.
The deed, yeah.
And it says basically like, sold from the Tricorn area to bequeath to Maeve for 500 gold. The former residence, now city ownership of, and it's kind of inked out, like you can't see what the name was.
But
redacted. It's redacted.
They did invoke the mayor, who is here at this party.
Yeah, I mean, the mayor would have had final say of like basically selling it. Like the mayor didn't own it; the city owned it, but the mayor would have signed off on the deed.
Once we're done here, we should probably poke at the mayor a little bit.
So Maeve says, I am sorry. I know that old wizard places, sometimes they are dangerous things, but we did look and there was a stone wall, so I assumed that there was nothing left. It was irresponsible of me, and I am very glad you are safe, but right now I need to find out what is happening in those mines. Maybe go talk to the mayor. You will know more than I do.
Mayor. Let's get to the mayor.
Okay, before we go, we say, Maeve, hold off on writing anything for now.
Okay.
I know you're really stressed out. It's very urgent, but let us get some more information. Chill for a sec. Enjoy your opening.
Right. I mean, remember, you didn't, we give you good advice because you bought this wizard's tower without fully checking it. And now you're about to do something impulsive again. I agree with Scrimmy and the rest of the gang. You just, this is your turn to just sort of sit back and let us do some of the heavy lifting for you.
Okay, I will trust you. I trust you very much, but please find something quickly. I need to respond. I need to send Yodel back if he is not going to go with you. But just quickly and let me know, okay?
I've got nothing else the whole day.
Right? You've got Yoda looks like they're here along for a nice fun ride.
Can I give
this morning and this, and that was it. So.
Thank you for your contributions, Michael.
Yes, Yodel. Can I give Yodel one of my weapons and bequeath him a member of the party now?
I dubbed thee.
We're missing one.
I dubbed thee Sir Yodel.
Troop, I haven't the words. I feel overwhelmed. It was just my beer. Thank you.
I say
accept humbly. I accept as humble as I can get.
Right.
Yes.
Yodel's in.
Wonderful. So
to Yodel.
To Yodel. Odel.
You will perhaps.
That's my cousin Echo, but that's fine.
As you're turning around and leaving the room to go back to the barmaid, says, "Actually, do you have a name for this troop that you carry on with? Don't worry about it. Tell me later. Okay.
The Expendables.
Workshop it.
Okay, all right.
We have no idea.
You kind of put me on the spot there. I just.
All right, so you leave Maeve's office. They will shortly follow you and try to, facilitate the party. But mostly, other than Yodel coming in a bit of a rush and a huff, the rest of the party goers don't know what's going on. So they're just hanging out. They're having drinks. They're chilling.
Let's talk to the mayor. Where's the mayor?
Yeah, let's beeline to the mayor.
The mayor is sitting at a table actually with Varga, the dwarven silversmith, and they're just having a chat, talking city politics or whatever. And the mayor looks up and says, "Yes, how can I help you? You're new to the city, aren't you? I think I've seen you around the streets, but I don't think we've had the pleasure of chatting."
He seems taken aback. Let's sit down and chill. Let's create an atmosphere.
Right.
Of
let's introduce ourselves. We are. Do we introduce ourselves individually or as our group?
I think you should. However you want to. But Varga is gonna be like, "This is a bit big of a crowd for me. I'm gonna go back and get another ale," and she leaves. So you all can sit around the table. With
Bye, Varga.
Bye.
We gave her plate. Whatever. All right.
I mean, it's really hard for me to do many PCs at once, so let me ease myself.
We're not everybody's jam.
So you crowd around the little gnomish mayor.
We fist bump, gnome to gnome. We are gnomely.
There's a recognition of the gnome times.
Is it one of these right where you're like a motorcyclist to another motorcyclist?
Yes, yeah. You basically do the gnome.
or les to les.
Oh, that is cute. I can do that on horseback.
Yeah, there's a yeah, that didn't work at all. Somehow you missed. It didn't register.
All right.
I spin and do finger guns.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
Has never not worked. So
yeah,
I stand back at a distance, glowering, not trusting gnomes or politicians or frankly anyone.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
perfect because there are, there's only 4 seats at this table. So the mayor is sitting in one. How would you like to sit around if you sit around this table?
Well, I have. You've got this intimidating kind of aura about you. I like that. So why don't the three of us take a seat and you just fold your arms and kind of stand over him a little bit?
I concur.
I like it.
Now,
Okay. So you're all having a seat, and the mayor says, "Well, welcome. I suppose take a seat. What brings you to these parts? Are you new around here? I feel like I've seen a few of you around the town, right?"
Sure. Yeah, you've definitely seen me, and
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we go way back. You
and it's a gnome thing.
Yeah, gnomes. What up? I saw you at the gnome holiday in the spring.
Yeah,
Right?
that's it.
What up?
I'm new, but I'm a delight.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
at
you just ran in. Do you know these folks?
Sure. We were at Nomapalooza together.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that was a crazy, crazy weekend.
Well, we are the we're gay.
The Expendables.
We're the D&D Deplorables.
Workshop it.
I'm Gnome. These are my. I can vouch for everybody.
I love that y'all introduced your like
I
race.
have.
Obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jaunty Hat is Yodel.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Well, as you know, I'm the mayor.
Great.
Kellen Knackle. Go ahead and call me Kellen. We're all friends around here, aren't we?
Hey, Cal.
Kellen.
We need some intel on the wizard tower thingy.
Oh, this place. This place
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it was great. It's actually been sitting in the hest of the city for over 100 years, and it was really great that Maeve wanted to buy it. So there's no skin off my teeth. 500 gold pieces went into the city's coffers for this, and I think they did a really good job fixing it up.
Why was it abandoned for so long?
Well, I don't know a lot about this, the history, really. Maeve has the deed. I don't know if they've shown it to you, but basically some wizard owned it. We couldn't figure out the name, but because you know how it is when things are in behest of the city for over 75 years, they're like free for anybody to buy, right? So that happened, and now it's this really great bar.
I feel like there's more information. If you don't know it, is there somebody, do you know who does?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
That means there might be.
13.
Plus anything? Did you add your intelligence?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
14. Okay.
14.
You kind of surmise that like the only basically place of knowledge in this city is the library. There is a library in the city.
Library.
Right. And like most places, you figure that historical records will be in the library. If the mayor is not forthcoming or does not know, the best place to go.
I think we have to get our asses to the library. La bibliothèque.
Let's
Someone's going to have to read for me.
Let's consult with our team captain, Yodel. Yodel, what do you think?
Library ho! Yes, I love library. Lots
Who
of
are you
parchment.
calling a library hoe?
I would never pay for
love
it.
All right. So are you leaving right now? Are you gonna let Maeve know what's up? Are you just gonna storm out? Are you gonna what's the plan?
I'm going to storm out.
I'm going to take a second.
Maeve's message.
Yeah, I'm going
Has
to
she
take a
got
second.
time?
I'm going to poke my head in with Maeve and say, keep from writing anything. Don't stress. Enjoy your day. This can wait a little bit. We're getting information. We're adventurers. Just trust the process. We've got it.
Wow. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Wow. Come on. I thought that was really soothing.
So you hit the limit of your charm there, buddy.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Well, with persuasion 21.
Oh, Maeve says, yes, thank you. You are a very calming presence, and I trust you. But please hurry up. I know that Ruth would not send a letter like this just frivolously. Please hurry, but I will finish the party and not let anybody else know that there is problems. Come back as soon as you can, okay? So, Alice, would you bring up the map?
I barely understand a word she says.
Okay, so this is a bit of a broad view of what the tricorn looks like. So you are at the top right corner. That's where the Maeve has reconstructed the wizard's tower.
Right at
that's
the
sort of-
very top?
Yeah, the very, very top. You can just see the
That little
tower.
brown? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reconstructed wizard's tower in the top corner there. The mines are directly across from that at the top. You can see that there's two sort of mine entrances. There's two sort of mining companies that work up there, if you will. You're in sort of the farmland area. There is more that there's a bunch of farms over here. This is just more of a like descriptive map. It's not like specific. And then the main city building, so where the market is, where Maeve's Many Marvels is, where the library is across the bridge there. And then some people live there, and then some people live below in that like sort of residential area in the bottom corner. So what you'll need to do to get across to the city is basically go down the path there and cross the bridge. It'll take you about an hour on horseback to get over to the city. So are you all going to set off on your horses?
I'm a bit confused about the scale. Like, how long?
There
did
is
it
no
take us-
scale here. This is literally like me
Okay,
knowing
all right.
maps. This is more just to give you a sense of where things are.
Gotcha.
So like, it's a huge, like, it's a big city. It's like a big bunch of farmlands and stuff with a few homesteads and whatever. And then
We're in Queens, and we have to get back to Manhattan.
Yeah. So you like ride your horses across. It takes you maybe a little bit. Remember how you came over here from the city from Maeve's the first time? It took you about an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
You're just making that. But now, like, just to give you a better sense of, this is not to scale, but just to give you a sense of like, mines are at the top, farmlands over there. There's a couple bridges, main cities, like sort of west.
Very cool.
Is that that boat over there? Does that mean that, in theory, we could traverse from the city to the mines by boat
Ooh,
instead of having to
on
go
a
all the way
ferry?
around? Should we decide to go to the mines after the city?
Yes.
Ooh,
I mean, but there are boats.
I feel like high-fiving again after that high five.
that was really
That was
perfect.
good. That was excellent.
So, are y'all getting back on your horses?
Do you guys feel like there's anything else, anybody else we need to talk to before we go?
No, I feel like all roads lead to the library.
I do have to say, we gave those silver plates to that one silversmith, and it's going to
We
take
gotta come
days
back in
until.
48 hours, anyways.
Okay, yeah, good point. All right.
So the reason we're going to the library is to find out as much as we can about the Wizard's Tower, in order to better help the Teresa in the mine. Is that why? Why? Why are we finding out more stuff about the Wizard's Tower?
Let's just go to the mine.
Okay. You know what? Should we just dive head first and go back to Maeve and be like, you know what? Fuck everything else. Let's go solve this.
I'm not saying that we should. I'm just wondering what is the reason behind what we're going to do right now.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Are we
don't
good?
know.
Far be it for me to be the voice of reason. This voice has no reason to it whatsoever.
But nobody has any answers to the things that we're curious about.
So I vote
So don't
we
you
go
think the
find our
library-
answers ourselves in the mine where we know
Oh, I see.
concretely that
Okay.
there's people in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm ready to go to the mine.
Let's
Unless
go
And
Well,
where
also
there's
library.
Dragonborn scum to be slain.
let's
All
go
right,
where
let's go
there's
do it.
trouble.
Let's go
I'm
adventure.
new. I'll follow you. Okay.
Okay. Is Yodel extra efficient at carrying messages? Like, is there a way we could send him ahead with a letter that says we're on our way? Or I honestly want Yodel to be a part of our party. If we can buy a sword or something just to hand to him.
I've got a sword, chum.
Oh, then fuck
and
yeah.
and a crossbow.
Nigel
right.
Thornberry comes prepared.
Yes.
Let's
You're not gonna
Of course, the treacherous out there for a handsome fellow like myself.
Yodel's
will
giving me
give
some
you
Jay Peterman vibes from Seinfeld.
So many vibes. This is
we're never gonna run out of references. This is great.
Okay, so you're getting up from the talking with the mayor, and you've decided you're going to go to the mines.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've abandoned the library. Nobody likes reading,
So-
and we all want actioning.
I can't read.
I would say everybody. Everybody roll an insight check.
Oh, we're
Ah,
doing
see,
the wrong
left
thing.
my
Matt.
dice in my other pantaloons.
Got 20, baby.
Oh no.
I got
You got an natural
15.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, I have notices that there's sort of a bit of relief coming from the mayor that you've decided to go straight to the mines and not go to the library.
Okay. Which
All right,
check
well,
was this?
Happy.
That was the mayor, the gnome.
Which
Mayor
check
comment.
was this that we were rolling for? For what?
Insight, to kind of get a sense of people. If you notice somebody
Insight. Okay. Cool. I got 15.
Yeah, I mean, I have rolled a natural 20, so they
Oh.
got basically
All
all
right.
the information.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So here we go. On to the mines.
But as we're leaving, we loudly say that we're going to the library anyways.
To throw them off the
why?
trail.
No, this is an obvious clue that we were on the right track, and then we decided to. Where the fuck is my die? Anyways,
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break, process, and decide. And then we'll at E15, no later, we'll start again. Deal? Think about what you want to do.
Okay.
We're going to the mines.
my shit fell and I can't find it.
Well, you got 10 minutes to find it. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 10.
Okay.
Hard 10.
Am I on? All right. So we're taking a quick break. We're going to have a word from our sponsors, which is just me reading some stuff that I scripted. If you're watching this live, we have an exact 10-minute break. So feel free to grab yourselves a drink, use the washroom, whatever you need to do, and we will be back.
What in the fuck?
Just gonna remove some people here. There we go. And all right. Charisma Mod is proudly sponsored by Howl and Roar Records. Are you a comedy fan, but you're kind of sick of straight white dudes yelling at you? Me too. Me too. Check out Howl and Roar Records, a female-centric comedy record label that empowers artists and facilitates in the creation of content. Based in Toronto, Howl and Roar Records was born out of a desire to make the comedy album world more reflective of the diversity in the industry. Headed by Sirius XM radio host and former comedian Alison Dorr, Howl and Roar Records understands artists' unique perspectives and amplifies voices in entertainment. Go to howlandroarrecords.com to find comedy albums from some of my favorite comics in the industry, like Kate Davis, Meg McKay, Brandon Ash Mohammed, and Natalie Norman. You know what I miss most about life before the pandemic? Sitting around a table with my friends in a replica of the bar from The Shining, eating a dungeon burger and getting drunk on Romulan ale. What the fuck am I talking about? Stormcrow Manor, of course. Toronto's geekiest bar, Stormcrow Manor, opened in late 2018 in an elegant Church Street mansion. It includes a sanity-shattering array of theme rooms, secret doors, catacombs, cyberpunk bars, glowing, bubbling cocktails, and randomly generated burgers. Of course, we can't go there right now, but almost as cool as dining in at the Manor, Stormcrow will soon be offering cosplay delivery. They're currently offering 10% off on all takeout orders and free delivery on Uber Eats. Also, have you tried their Death Burger? What do you do when life hands you lemons? Say, no thanks, I'm a boss bitch who loves to get shit done. Don't worry about what Beyonce's grandma told you. Throw those damn lemons out and come on down to Make Lemonade. Make Lemonade is more than a co-working space. It's a community of women-identified people working hard to turn their goals into reality. The saying goes, empowered women empower women. Sign up on their website to book a test run or book a desk or meeting room. Make Lemonade is also offering a progressive virtual membership with a bunch of resources and tools to help you get shit done. I use Make Lemonade when I need to get out of the house and hustle hard. It's a great place to make connections with other ambitious entrepreneurs and business owners, and their weekly virtual work sprints over Zoom literally kept me sane in the first few months of the pandemic. Best of all, they have free coffee and, of course, lemonade. So you don't need to waste your time squishing citrus, trying to make the best of a sour-ass fruit. Just come on down to Make Lemonade.
you gotta be the bad guy to be the good guy, and you know why. And I know you hate it, you can't win. You can't play the middle, let you go. She's gonna hate you just a little, and I know I've been there on both sides, baby. You both try. You're a good guy, but this time you're gonna have to be the bad guy. It's just too easy to fall back, lying in the sun, strawberry lemonade. When we're having fun, you're the best thing ever. How can you say we can't stay this way forever? I don't trust your summer words and perfume, your lavender and snow. It's all over me from a kiss goodbye. You're gonna have to be the bad guy. Oh, oh, oh. She said you gotta be the bad guy to be the good guy, and you know why. And I know you hate, you can't win. You can't play the middle to let you go. She's gonna hate you just a little, and I know I've been there on both sides, baby. You both try. You're a good guy, but this time you're gonna have to be the bad guy. Oh, oh, oh,
Yahenda!
I played your game, still I lost the prize. When I took advice from your selfish lies, you told me this game was fair, so I wouldn't see those knives fill the air. Remember when you told me, tell me if you get lonely, I didn't know there was a price to pay, so I tried to tell myself I should stay, but I learned to convince myself I'll go away. 'Cause it's not working, this shit's not worth it. I found proof the bomb didn't blow from me. You were a bitch in all degrees. If it's to get leave it, I choose break even. Now I know why everybody told me. Maybe I should let you go. Hey, now it's my turn to be upfront with you. You screwed up with me. I guess that's why you're my ex. You lied, said this game was fair, so I wouldn't see those knives fill the air. Remember when you told me, lean on me if you get lonely. I didn't know there was a price to pay, so I tried to tell myself I should stay, but I learned to convince myself I'll go away. 'Cause it's not working, this shit's not worth it. I found proof the bomb didn't blow from me. You were
Yeah.
a bitch and whole degrees. You could take it or leave it, I choose to break even. Now I know why everybody told me. I'm better off without a tool like you. And this city, I can't sit here. I'm never gonna play this game again.
All right, welcome back, folks. Here we are. So when we went on break, our lovely group, our Benin the gnome, Scrimmy the halfling, I have the tiefling, and new to our party, who arrived as a messenger, Yodel the half elf, are deciding where to go next. Their options being the library to research more of what's going on with this wizard's tower, or straight to the mine to see what's going on with the letter that was sent from Maeve's partner to Ruth during this party they're all at. So what are we doing, folks?
Going to the mine. Going to the mine.
Yes, mine.
I think this mayor is hiding something. I don't mean to like bog shit down, but the implication that he was relieved when we stopped questioning him, pretty sus, as they say to me.
They do say sus.
I've heard that.
But I'm a little intimidated by I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, fuck the library, let's go action. So Scrimmy, how strongly are you feeling about the mine? Do you think that we're getting ourselves into trouble if we just act impulsively?
I think the mine is where we will wind up, certainly. But I think this mayor still has something. He's hiding something, though. Don't you think?
That's I'm explaining to do.
He's a mayor. It's kind of par for the course.
Yodel is right.
It's politics, man. Politics.
I don't know. Unless you guys think our line of questioning is done and we should just go ahead. But
no, I think that we would find stuff in the library. But if what we're doing is if people need us in the mine, maybe we should go to the mine.
Yeah.
Let's. I agree not to trust the mayor, and if we've learned anything from our adventures in the basement, maybe I'm being too impulsive. Maybe someone threw that word around. I'm not going to say who. If we go to the library, I call all the picture books. Someone's going to need to read to me.
All right. So, but it's 2 hours, guys. Like it's an hour to the library and then an hour back, plus however long it takes to get to the mine. So we are taking some time.
Okay. Well,
who here has any sort of proficiency or bonuses in survival? Survival has to do with like getting around, maps, tracking, going out into the woods, stuff like that.
I got
oddly coincidental, but
anybody who has anything over 0, go ahead and roll a survival check.
9,
8,
which is.
Oh, I have 13. A +4.
Oh yeah, that's great.
All right, hold on. I only have 12. I just rolled an 8, so I only have 12.
Well, 12 total.
I have a +6 in survival.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Seems I left my dice in my other pantaloons.
Go ahead on your D&D sheet at the bottom left. There's a dice.
Bottom left, yes.
Yeah, roll that.
There's dice on the D&D sheet this whole time?
Yeah, but it's
it's super sick.
You can roll that way if you want. I just like people doing it manually, so I tricked y'all. But yeah,
12.
12 total.
Plus
6.
Plus 6, yes, 18.
Yodel, boy.
Yodel knows. I mean, Yodel literally just came from the mines. He knows how long, give or take, things will take. so he tells you that yes, okay. So if we decide to go across to the city, it takes about an hour. To go up to the mines from here will take a day.
Woof.
No matter where you came from, whether you come from the city, if you somehow figure out a way to get about, or you cross the bridges, getting to the mines. Again, this map is not scale because I don't know how to make maps, but it's pretty. Give me that. It is a lot longer than it looks to get up to the mine. There's a big forest, those trees there, big ass forest that you have to pass. It's quite a long way. So crossing the bridge to the city is an hour. Getting to the mine, regardless of what you decide, is going to take the better part of the day.
With
What
T-Mayor
is
gone, I want to be the suspicious one and say this mayor there's something shifty.
Something hinky.
Yeah,
All right.
he
for the
knows
sake
more
of
than he's
narrative
letting
integrity,
on. Sorry.
For the sake of narrative integrity, let's go to the library.
No, fuck the library. No, I say we
Opposite.
either like ask one or two more things of the mayor, and if he's not giving anything up, let's go straight to the mine.
I say that's worth it. That's worth another drink.
All right,
He's
let's
a
do it.
gnome. He's
Another
short.
drink.
I can
Okay.
pick him up and put him on a tall shelf that he can't get off on his own until he answers our questions.
Okay, do you want to do an intimidation? Do you want to intimidate
Or
him? You've
shall we
already
bribe him
been
with alcohol?
Yeah.
All right.
intimidate him.
But let's scale back on the gnomism. All right.
Tell me, okay, so you all were sitting with the mayor. I assume you all got up and went to go somewhere. Got near the door, sort of talked again, changed your mind.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
did one of these. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have an
Tell
idea.
me what you're doing.
If I try and sweet talk him first, and then imply that can kick the shit out of him, that way we get a 2-for-1. Maybe he might be convinced by my little chitter chatter, and if that doesn't work, then feel free to grab him by the scruff of his neck and slam him around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you do? Tell me.
Holy
Okay.
God,
Narrate it to me.
brutal.
So we all, as a group, collectively, like a record scratch, and almost audible in the room, go if it, and we all stop at the door, and the mayor from where he's sitting can see us do a little huddled.
Right.
And then we all collectively nod. I turn around.
But we all put our hands in first and do that thing where we go.
Yeah. And we go expendables. Or we all shout something different.
We're workshopping. We're workshopping. Okay, workshopping.
Yeah. We all shout something different. And then I run and then we all march back to him. And I go, listen, I know you haven't heard a single word from I have over there, but trust me when I say I know him best. And I only know the half of the terrible things he's done. And I get the feeling that you're not telling us everything you know, Mr. Mayor. So please, if there are any details that you're leaving out, you need to say them now before our friend over there loses absolute control. His family was murdered. And by the sounds of it, he's pretty indiscriminate on the details. So I could make him believe that it was you.
Yeah.
Okay, the mayor.
I the kick ass in a 4-pound bag.
Are you standing there too, Yodel, or is it just Scrimmy?
I'm standing right behind him, intimidatingly.
Yeah.
So the mayor takes a deep breath. Okay, look. Here's the thing. I don't know all the details. I really don't. All I know is that there was a wizard. There was a wizard that used to live here, and this wizard had some sort of a lab, and I thought it was fine, and I don't know anything about magic. I thought it was going to be okay. There's more details in the library. I don't know them, but that's and
Library.
So the mayor's like stuttering, and definitely he came in with this like jovial, I'm the mayor, and now he looks a bit worried. You can go ahead actually and do whoever's standing there and looking at the mayor. So Yodel and Screaming for sure. Are you guys standing there too, or are you staying further back?
No, I'm right there. We're like I'm at eye level.
Okay, yeah, right. Totally. So if you're all right there, sort of surrounding this poor mayor,
I'm
go ahead,
further
everybody
back
enroll.
taking a menacing swig of milk.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Is
like
it
milk.
for persuasion or intimidation that we're doing now?
First, go ahead and do insight. Everybody.
Inside.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh crap!
I'm a 7 total.
I got insight.
Okay. I got a 16.
Well, do you have insight? Did you add your insight?
I have not added it. I love it.
9 total.
Oh yeah, perfect. Insight 16
Hey.
plus 4.
I have 5.
So everybody except for I have sort of takes the mayor, more or less at his word that he's saying like, yes, there was a powerful wizard that lived here, but it seems like the mayor doesn't know any more than that. They kind of were just trying to make money for the city and sold off this property. But I have sees something else behind this mayor's nervousness. I can tell that like there's something more to this that the mayor's trying to hide. But that's all that they can tell.
Bloody hell! I'm casting detect thoughts on this fellow.
Ooh, okay. Tell me what detect thoughts works.
How does detect thoughts work?
Yeah, read the spell to me.
Well, I'll tell you.
Yes.
For the duration, I can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast the spell and my action, so I have to switch to pronouns, on each turn until the spell ends. I can focus my mind on any one creature that I can see within 30 feet of me. And if the creature if the creature I choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is not affected.
Oh.
Okay. So the duration is 1 minute, I'm presuming?
For the duration, let's see. Casting time, 1 action.
Yeah.
Duration, up to 1 minute.
Okay.
With concentration.
So you cast detect thoughts, and the top level of the mayor's thoughts is that is actually of deep sadness. The mayor's really upset and trying to sort of hold it together.
I'm getting
Now,
sadness.
okay, do you say
Okay.
that out loud is the question.
Oh, well, I have to tell my other teammates. So.
You do, but like you're all standing right around the mayor, so.
Yeah. Keep it to yourself.
Back up, chums. Come with me. Come with me thither. Apparently, I'm getting whiffs of sadness. Also hints of what else am I getting?
First level, because if you look at the spell, it's sort of like the first you cast it, and then you can cast it again, right? At the next turn, you can cast it to find a deeper thought and a deeper thought. Is that correct? I think that's.
It says it's a 2nd level spell.
Yeah. Okay, so that's as high as you can cast it.
Oh, initially, you learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind and in the moment.
Mhm.
As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper
Yeah.
into the same creature's mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
So essentially so every turn, like we mentioned, is 6 seconds. This can last for a minute, so you can kind of keep doing it for 10 seconds.
Okay, but so far all I've gotten is the
like,
sadness.
I'm
What else did
listening,
you-
I'm moving back, I'm listening, moving back. There's gonna be somebody noticing things, we'll say. But yeah, right now, top level, sadness.
Okay.
There's what's
And that-
underneath it. Get some more.
All right.
Get
Yeah,
some more
keep
dirt.
going.
If I'm just getting sadness in the first, I don't
Okay,
need to report that just yet. I'm going to probe a little bit deeper.
so that takes you 6 seconds. So you're all standing around there awkwardly for 6 seconds.
I do a thing where it sounds like I'm telling a joke, but it's not really a joke. I'm just
Just do the
biting my
punchline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the mayor
I just
starts
babble.
to get a bit antsy and is like, look, I don't know anything else, okay? I'm really sorry. I hear that you had to go down there and like fight some sort of beasties. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I'm really sorry about that. I need to get back to work. I'm gonna get going. If you have any more questions about the deeds of the cities, you can go to the library and find out. I don't have any more information for you. And Mayor Kellen gets up and starts walking towards the door.
Wait, can I have command?
Yeah.
So can I before he leaves, can I get him to do something? Can I command him?
Yeah. So cast command. Command is, I believe, 1 word.
Yes.
And you can. I will say that this will be considered an aggressive action. If you're casting a spell on somebody in the middle of a bar. like that. Just
Can I advise against?
All right.
Can I hold you back and
Yes,
massage
of course you
I'll
can.
massage your
Yes.
shoulders a little bit.
I'm fine. I just get riled, like we have such a like a complex of being small, and so I just want to, I don't want us to like run away. I want us to,
Yes.
to face.
I understand.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Fine.
I know
I'm
what
good.
it's like.
I'm good.
I know what
All
it's
right.
like.
I'm good.
That
All right.
doesn't
So
happen. By now the mayor's towards the door. 6 seconds have passed, and you can up the spell 1 level if you like, Yodel.
do it, Yodel.
Might as well try it one more time.
So the next level is that the mayor knows. This is going to seem obvious, but they know more than they're telling you, and they really want to get out of this situation.
Well, compel them to speak. Yodel, come on.
And so the mayor basically wants you to like stop because this is getting to something that's near and dear to them. And he walks out the front door after that. So that's been 12 seconds of time, right? 6 seconds and 6 seconds. And he walks out the door.
Okay,
Can I
share
run
that
after
information
him
with the truth?
Yeah.
Can I
Like
run
that.
after him and persuade one last ditch effort? Persuasion.
He's hiding something.
Some kind of emotional connection.
Sure.
Can I try it?
Yeah, what do you want to say? So the mayor's outside getting into, he had like a horse-drawn cart, basically, one horse driver and then his cart, and he's getting in to go back.
Cart
to the
chase!
city.
Okay. I
Cart
run out
chase.
front.
Yeah.
I whip out my trusty horn
Yeah.
and I play the most morose, wistful, melodramatic, a tune that I know based on my years' experience being the best horn player from where I come from. I play the most evocative little piece that I can think of.
It's the barge scene in Orlando.
Yeah.
No, not that one. No,
Well, it
That's
sounds a
morose
lot
as
like
that. That's the most morose
Young
song I
Warwick
know.
singing this Christmas.
well, everybody's hey, stop me if you've heard this one before, but it goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yes, excellent tune. That's my jam.
Do you say anything or you just play your morose?
Oh, that's good. I prefer Orlando, but I hear you. I feel you.
Making me quite nice, and it's just
All right, Jerry Rafferty.
yeah.
Okay.
I do the full Jerry Rafferty for this one.
First of all,
All right.
roll a performance check.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Did we really need to roll it? Full 20.
Oh, buddy.
I too turned my chair around.
Oh, that's a 21, buddy.
Yeah.
No surprise
A
there.
morose.
Bruh.
You play such a morose song. Do you say anything as well, or
Do,
just play the
do, do, do. That
When I'm
song is stuck in
done?
my head.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I'm done my little solo, I slowly put my horn down and I make deep eye contact with him, knowing that he gets it. He gets it, and he can trust me, and it's time to let those emotions go and to express himself.
He says to you, that was one of his favorite songs. I think you should just go far from here. He closes the door and rides off.
Mm.
Come on!
Someone's not getting reelected.
No, you're kidding. Yes. You lost my vote.
yeah, that's
The gnome party is out.
The gnome party.
well. I feel like all signs point
No
to the
more
library.
years.
I guess. I think based on the gamer in me is trying to take Stella's hints, and I think we need to go to the library.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go to the library.
Sounds like a grand idea. I don't know why nobody brought that up before.
Oh, you know it all. Yodel's a contrarian. Let's do it. Off to the library. 2 hours well spent. No one will regret being amongst books, except for I have.
Honestly, books are great.
So, 2 hours
Okay.
to the library?
Do you want to do anything else?
No,
before you
round
leave?
trip.
Poke our heads in with Maven. Tell her what we're doing.
Was there any gear or kip left in
Yeah,
the
we're
basement that we can
talking
use on
about-
our journey?
The fruit vendor. Found out where his
Listen,
card is.
we
See if we can get any-
there's a female, there's a silversmith, there's an artist, There's a human man. There was Sven, and then some flaxen-haired elf that we just ignored.
That's Yodel. You
Metaphorically. Metaphorically.
Who is now a part of our party?
Okay, so
Your
yes,
pro-gnome,
you-
anti-elf attitude has been apparent for some time now.
Oh boy.
The cracks are forming, tensions are high.
Oh no.
Let's just get to the library.
It's such an eclectic and dramatic click. I love it. It's exciting. All right, library? Sure, let's go.
Well, okay. Not to. I mean, I have. Should we get that silver shit back from that?
I was
one?
thinking that. I was like, what if instead of waiting for it to get melted, we just trade it for weapons at the shop?
Yeah, trade it for gold or something, and then you know, cash it out later. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay. So
Great.
you go back up to Vorga, who's now like a little in her cups. She's had 2, 3, 4 ales.
Oh,
And like, oh, hey, you guys are really getting around this party, aren't you?
seems
We
like
are
so are
adventurers.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I think this bar is going to do really, really good for Maeve. I think this was a great idea. These ales on tap are really up to snuff.
and I say, Varga, this clearly isn't your first party. You know, everyone's having a good time until it's time to go home, and you've gotten like your boots and your jacket and your gloves and your greaves and your armor and everything, and suddenly giving you all these plates, and you gotta get those home. And it's such a thing, you know. We don't want you to have a bad time tonight. We want you to have a good time. We don't want you to forget yourself, and we'll just take them with us. We'll take them off your hands. You know, maybe we'll drop them off at your silver shop, so you don't have to drag them around. We're just gonna and your eyes are closed. Okay, good night. Have a good night.
Listen, like, Tiefling, you don't need to play your Tiefling games with me. I don't need this business. Do you know what a good business? I run such a good business. I make really great. Here, take these plates. You're right. I don't want to carry them home. There you go. All right.
Are we still playing the game, or is this Stella on Friday night? Oh.
That's the essence of D&D. You have found it.
Wow.
Guys, I feel like I just want to
That was
stick around and
amazing.
party with Vorga all of a sudden.
Yeah,
This is
seriously.
where the
Why
good
are we
times
going to
are.
the library?
Yeah.
We're going to the library.
Let's go to the library instead of hanging out at the party at the bar.
Yeah.
Sure,
Right?
grand.
We're literally the worst.
All right, yeah, let's go
I
to the
whisper in Varga's ear, I will write a song about you.
Do you know how many dwarves have already written a song about me? Like at least 2.
And I go, you're gonna forget
Cold-blooded.
about this anyways. Suck it. And then I walk away.
That was me. Being, okay, bye. Great. And do you talk to anybody else before you leave?
She's got Varga Davis eyes. No, I think we're good. Let's just get going.
All right. You get going. We're going to assume that, like what you said earlier to Maeve, you said.
Yeah.
And they were like, cool, hurry back. You go. You have no problem. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. You race over to the library. You get there around 5 o'clock. And you are at the door to the library. So the library is like actually one of the biggest buildings in the city. It kind of looks like a church. It actually looks like it was sort of it is essentially a church. Libraries in this world are kind of dedicated to the god of knowledge, Ayun. So you are essentially in the equivalent of a church, but it's filled with books. And you enter, I suppose. Do you just enter the library?
We're there already?
Yeah, nothing happens unless you want to do anything on the
Wow.
road. Go ahead if you want to have any chats or do anything on the road.
No, let's do it. Let's go.
I think we
Let's
all
go
agree
in.
that we have to go look for the.
We need to get the
historical
info.
records of the
Yeah.
town.
Okay.
Right to where we're right to where we need to go. Time
Yeah.
is a ticking.
Okay, you open the library door and it's gorgeous in there.
Oh.
There is and everything explodes. You die. No.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful library. It does, like I said, essentially look like a church.
Yodel, no.
There are stained glass windows. There's floor-to-ceiling books. There are rows and rows of scrolls. So there's a combination here of sort of scrolls that are in, those carrier things that you put like paintings and stuff in.
Scroll carriers.
Tubes.
Yeah, tube-like things, like leather tubes that you put scrolls in, and books. And it's very empty. It's actually closing in an hour because it's 5 o'clock, and the library closes at 6 o'clock. But you're fine. There's an hour left. The place is empty. It's a Friday night, and who's at the library at 5 o'clock on a Friday night?
Nobody. Everyone's at the party.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, anybody's at the party. But here you are at the library. You walk in, and there is a massive half-orc barbarian woman in sort of like a pinafore, like an apron, but like more of a uniform apron, sitting behind this giant desk and writing something up. And she's got like big tusks, green skin, half-orc. She looks up and says, "Hey guys, whoa, what's up? I'm like never get people coming here on a Friday night. How's it going? What's going on? How can I help you?"
She's obviously holding weed. Let me talk to her.
Go, Yodel.
Okay.
Hello, tall, green, and lovely. Yodel Brown Farthing here. Sure you've heard of me. Enough about me. Let's talk library knowledge.
All right.
My chums and I have got some queries. Have you got some time to show us around?
Literally, it's my job, and also I love it. So I'm here for you. Whatever you want to find. What are we looking for? Okay, hold on. My name is Volta Veris.
Volta Veris.
What's up?
Nice.
Yeah, what's up?
Ooh,
Volta's my name. Books are my game. What up?
uh,
So, what are we
I
looking
love
for?
the player and the game. All right.
You know, what's up? Okay, so what are we? Y'all look very serious up in here, but that's cool. We're looking for novels. We're looking for maps. We're looking for
Historical records.
historical
Yes.
records. I got
Let's
you. That's
Break
over
down
here.
the jive here. We're looking
Okay.
for historical records on a specific location in town called the Wizard's Tower.
Right. Okay. So she starts walking you towards the back. There is a particular shelf on the top in beautiful scrolled handwriting. There's a wooden plaque that says, area of the Tricorn historical records. There's a big shelf, combination of scrolls and books. And she says, all right. Okay. So we're looking for like a wizard's tower. Awesome. So do you know like the area? There's been a handful of wizard's towers. As you know, this is a pretty magical area. You're going to have to be a little more specific.
Across from the mine. You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
From
The
the
one that,
line.
that one. They're having a party
2 hours
tonight.
that way. Yeah.
That one.
Totally. I was gonna get up work and head over. What up? Okay. So we're looking for that. Okay. So she reaches and pulls a few things down and okay. All right. Here we go. The old wizard's tower. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. There was a book. There was a scroll. Okay, here we are. The wizard's tower. You know what's interesting? I just pulled these books the other day because not the other day, it was a few months ago when Maeve bought the plot. And the mayor sold. It was weird because they were all like, don't worry about assigning the records. It's fine. Like the mayor was like cool about it. So I was like, who am I to interrupt?
There.
So, right. So anyways, it looks like this wizard owned this 200 years ago up until about 150 years ago. And this wizard was called Alexei Karenin.
Alexei Karenin.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So there's not a lot more I got. Oh no. Okay. Well, it looks like this wizard sort of tilted toward necromancy. Not cool, not great. Don't love that. Don't love that. But yeah, there hasn't been much heard since then. About 150 years ago, this wizard seems to have disappeared, which is like pretty rad for all of us. Nobody wants necromancers hanging around, am I right? Yeah.
They're fun at parties.
What's that?
They're fun at parties.
They're not really, but
That's
yeah.
I have humor. That's him again.
I've heard
Look
about
at
you
him.
playing humor though into it. Yeah, what do you okay, well, there is this one tome. So she pulls out this giant tome, passes it, like kind of holds it and looks around and waits for somebody to reach out for it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
I'll
roll
take
a
that.
strength check.
Yep. Let's see.
Roll a strength check.
Roll a
Yodel.
strength check.
Yeah.
This is why no one reads.
Strength.
Wait for it. We'll get
It's a
there.
0, and then I roll a 13.
Okay, so you almost drop it. This tome weighs about 50 pounds, and
The tome?
she just
Yeah.
like dropped it in your hand. But basically, she opens it to the page for you, and it's basically a listing of like the plot that lists like who's owned it, and there's a brief biography of this Alexei Karenin wizard that lived there for a while, and it says like disappeared, unknown whereabouts after like 150 years previous to this time. It does say like basically necromancer ? Whereabouts unknown, potential fire ? And that's about it. It looks like sort of there's all these listings previous to that are like fine. They're just full names, like I don't know, Joe Smith, dwarf, lived here from this year to this year. And then this one is like sort of like because there's ? Necromancer ? Disappeared ? And it's a very unusual entry for this plot of land in this like city record, essentially.
Huh.
Something weird's going on here.
Why have I heard that name before?
Well, there's got to be some intimate
Alexei
connection
Karenin?
between.
Yeah.
Like if
There's
that
an-
exists in pop culture, sorry, it just went into my brain. It's not.
I swear that's not one of the names of the party goers, was it? Karen? No? Okay. Maybe it's my imagination. I just swear I never
Christoph
heard it.
Karn was the artist.
What?
Christoph Karn was an artist. Was
Right.
the artist. But yeah.
No.
Maybe that.
I agree with Yodel. It sounds familiar, but maybe it's just Anna Karenina.
Yep.
Maybe I'm more literal than I thought I was. More literate. than I thought I was.
All right, so something's going on. We like necromancy that's someone's up to no good.
Yeah.
So
That's,
we're talking about raising spirits.
Black magic or having
Yeah.
sex with dead people?
Does Yodel still have the
Raising
the
spirits.
letter from Taruth?
The letter from Taruth, yeah.
Yeah, can we read it again?
Yes, we can.
Yodel? I wasn't here for it, so let me hear it for the
All
first
right,
time.
So the letter from Taruth says,
Good call.
"My dearest Maeve, I write to you in great need of your guidance and aid. Something horrible is happening to my workers. Those who have been deep in the mine the last week have developed a strange sleeping disease. Once asleep, we are unable to wake them for hours. They also report horrible visions and nightmares. Those who have faced this dark rest speak of feelings of weakness and strange longings. I don't know what to do. We need your magic or your advice. Please send word back with Yodel as soon as you can. All my love, Taruth."
Okay. Sleep
So they said
disease, unable to
fall
wake for
asleep?
hours, visions, nightmares, weakness, and longings.
That's just like
Doesn't
if you
sound like
eat
no
something before
necromancy
you
to
go to
me.
bed.
Huh?
That just sounds like what happens when you eat something before going to bed. You sleep for a while. You have bad dreams. You
But they
don't wake up.
can't wake them.
They can't wake them for hours, but eventually they wake up.
So
Right.
we just tell Maeve to cancel all of the mine workers Uber Eats subscriptions?
Ah.
Done. Let's go back to the party.
We solved it. I guess the game's over.
Yeah.
Done.
Left and everything.
So
I think they're under a spell of some sort.
anybody who has any amount of arcana go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Boy.
I only have +1. Does that
Yeah,
does that
go ahead.
mean?
Roll it, as long as you have you don't have 0.
Oh God.
Ooh, I got a +2.
I have 20. What is it? Arcana. I have 20. Full 20.
Great. So
10.
you definitely realize this sounds like some kind of a spell. It's not something you know off the top of your head, but like this.
Methinks
Yeah,
there's
these
a
are.
spell afoot.
You also roll. I would say roll anybody who wants to, or anybody who thinks they may. This is like a character choice. Anybody who thinks they may have knowledge about people who work in the mines, go ahead and roll a history check.
Ooh, I do love me some
How?
history.
What?
Try.
What? Oh, I feel like I have history.
Oh, I've been
Ooh,
around. I should know
17.
something.
17.
Same.
Oh,
17.
17.
18 plus 2, baby.
Oh, 20 total. Okay.
Oops,
Tell
used
us.
to be
Give
one.
us the dirt. Pun intended.
All right. So I have especially knows, and again, this
Oh,
is
20.
this. Oh, and okay, and Yodel, because Yodel's there all the time, bringing messages back and forth. So I have in Yodel realize, and from now on, we're gonna play game that you don't say this unless you say this. So I'm telling you, Benin and Scrimmy, pretend you don't know this. You realize that like most of the people who work in the mines, like I would say about 80% are dwarves. And dwarves are quite resistant to being charmed, having magic on them. They don't like play around with falling asleep and like fucking around. Like dwarves are very hardy folk. So hearing that between Benin, like realizing that this must be a spell and realizing that most of these folk are dwarves, you're kind of worried. You know that this
Something's
must,
afoot.
yeah, something is definitely afoot because these are
Exactly.
dwarves who are sounding
Two
weak.
hairy feet because they're dwarfs.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. This
Something's
is
too hairy foot.
Something is hairy.
something's hairy afoot. So you're between those realizations, you're concerned. None of you per se recognize this immediately as a certain kind of spell or anything, but you're concerned that dwarves are under something like this because that's very unusual.
I'm overwhelmed with a sense of concern, chums.
Okay.
We
Do
should
I
get
also
there
realize that
swiftly.
because I rolled a 17 total?
This was going to be an 18 plus check, so you were close. Like you're not putting together the dots. You know that
Okay.
there's mostly dwarves working in the mines and stuff.
I
but-
didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it's fine. Just
don't-
we're throwing in harder game elements as we go.
Okay.
Volta pipes up and says, y'all look pretty concerned. Is there something else I can help you with? Don't really like looking up things about necromancers. Not into it. Is there anything else I can help you find while you're here?
What can you tell us about the mines?
Oh, lots. Okay. So she brings you to another aisle, and there's an entire aisle about mines. There is, because this is a mining town, there is silver mines in the north of the town, and there is all kinds of things there. And she says, well, do you want to find out about the type of silver? Do you want to find out about the miners? Do you want to find out about the history of the mines? What are you looking for?
Do we want to find out about the miners? Tell us more about the miners.
All right. So she says, like, okay, you're going to want to look in this section here. I'll help you out. And anybody who wants to reach for a book and start looking can roll an intelligence check.
Why not?
I have stand down.
Total 20.
No,
Not a natural, but
I
a total
only have
16.
12.
Okay.
You were saying something about standing down?
All right.
Screamy finds the best
Alright,
book
mister.
here that is about like the history of the mines here in the Tricorn. And basically there are two mines. One that is run locally, and one is that there's basically an agreement for this with the city for like the foreign cities to come and mine here. There's an agreement about that kind of exchange. In both mines, it's mostly dwarves. Dwarves are known as miners, but there's a handful of humans and elves and other people in there. There's generally like a friendly sort of association between the two mines, but they're kind of in competition. But they do have each their own mines. You know that Toruth works for the local mine on the west side, slightly west, and the foreign mine is the east side. So you know that the west is the best, and that's Toruth's mine, and she runs the local mine. It is a silver mine, and it's been there for 200 years. It's been here. It was basically what the town was formed around. There's never been. This is like sort of the pinnacle of the city. The wealth mostly comes from there. There's a great trade and there's a nice farm area, but the wealth of the city mostly comes.
Sorry,
from
the west mine is the silver mine, and the north one is the.
They're both silver.
They're both silver.
One entrance they've sort of like divvied the mountain sides into two entrances, and they kind of do an unofficial barrier between the two. And half the wealth is purely like for the local mining company, and one is sort of a foreign mining company. By foreign, it's like the outside cities have arranged that like whatever 20% of their earnings go back to the city, but they can take the silver away to the neighboring cities. Yeah, so they're sort of like two mines, same mountain range. They're technically in competition, but they've never been like there's never not for hundreds of years there been fights between the two mines or their two territories. They don't really talk or anything, but there's two entrances, two mines in the same mountain with a fairly like significant barrier between the two, but it's been peaceful and very, very much like the wealth of the city comes from there, and it's been there for over 200 years.
So that's what we find out about
That's
the
what
mine.
you find out about the history of the mine.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
But we wanted to know about the miners, didn't we?
Yeah, so
Did
the
we tell-
miners, mostly dwarves.
Some elves, some humans.
Yeah, 80% are
Okay.
some dwarves, some elves, some humans. But
All right.
it is unusual that
Yeah.
Toruth is sort of she's the boss of the local mine. She's a
So it's
dragonborn.
unusual. So something Dragonborn. There's something. How do we find out more about her? How do we find out more about her?
Well, she's Maeve's partner, so you can ask Maeve,
Oh,
or
mother.
you can go.
I think we need to persuade this librarian to tell us more about necromancy, because
I don't think it'll take much persuasion. She's a pretty open book. Ha ha! Library joke.
Saw that
Okay,
one coming.
I respect you.
I saw that one coming.
so
All right,
both of
persuasion.
okay, what are you?
Go, Scrimmy.
What do you? ask?
You want me to persuade? Okay.
Well,
What do we?
you got that high. That's your jam.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
to
yeah.
persuade yet. You need to ask her something to see.
Ooh,
if
so do I. So I'm also gonna roll
What am I persuading her again?
to tell us more. Ooh, I have 23.
Wait,
Oh fuck yeah,
what are you asking her?
yeah.
We want to know
Going
about
back to this.
necromancy because you said you don't like talking about it, or Volta said she doesn't like talking about it. So we want you to feel to put that anxiety aside and tell us what you know, because necromancy is at the heart of this mystery. Tell us
Volta.
everything, Volta.
Okay.
Volta,
Okay.
look at
What-
me. Tell me everything about necromancy.
It's funny because you basically go to her knee. She's like 7 foot tall, barbarian. So this is a really cute little scene.
Volta, you have an adorable knee.
I know, right? I get that.
I do have a bit of an ACL fetish. So, this is really doing it for me right now. So I need to know about necromancy. What can you tell me?
So she actually says, "Come with me," and takes you to another aisle that is.
Can we come too?
Follow me. Follow me.
Everyone goes towards the back, and there's actually a door, and Volta puts in a key off of thing and opens it and goes in and goes past a black curtain and says, "Okay, like I'm not really supposed to show you like the stuff, but you guys seem super cool and you liked my knees, which is nice. So I'm gonna give you this book and I'm gonna walk away, and this like never happened, okay?
Okay.
When I come
Thank
back,
you, Volta.
you gotta put the book back and then you gotta pretend this never happened, cool?
Cool. Very cool.
Hold it,
Guys,
baby. You're the best.
Guys,
Cold as ice.
Volta
We've
hands
got
you a book.
necromancy for dummies.
It's basically necromancy for me. She leaves. You can hear the lock close behind you. And you're basically in the this secret reading room. You know, the
We'll
weird,
get the timing down.
apparently these exist in libraries. I've never been in it, but you're in the secret reading room, and you have this very sort of, it's covered in a black velvet with metallic clasps on it, and it's basically a book of necromancy.
All right, yeah.
Book of Necromancy, as we were
I
saying.
got all
yeah.
of that.
Whoever wants to take a look and do an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually,
this.
hold up. What languages do you all know? Because this book is in at least 4 different languages.
Oh, I know a whole bunch of them.
Oh fuck! I
Where are
traded
we?
that spell.
Intelligence?
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Infernal.
Okay.
Are we in
AB.
intelligence?
Intelligence, and then let me know. So
I
sorry,
have
I
20.
have. What was your intelligence roll?
20.
Oh, sorry. My intelligence was hang on, total 18, and I got, I think, yeah, total 18.
Okay, Benin. What
I have
what are your
20.
languages?
I have 20, and I don't wear my languages. Where do I find them?
Bottom left of your sheet.
I've got common,
Bottom
Elvish,
left of
and
my
Undercommon.
sheet.
Common, Elvish, and Undercommon. Okay.
Oh, common and gnomish.
Okay.
Oh,
And
shoot.
you.
That's not much at all.
I'm not much help. 9 total, common and halfling.
So unfortunately, Scrimmy doesn't see a lot. Benin, there is one chapter in Gnomish that only you can read. And
Okay.
it is about a very ancient Gnomish wizard who was a necromancer. And the legend was that they would raise the dead to help them in their workshop to create inventions and to try and make them smarter. And they would basically raise the dead to make commerce and make them think that everybody in land would think that they were creating all these things. And they did create a lot of inventions and things, but eventually they created something that blew them up, essentially. Yodel, you said Elvish, right?
Right.
So you can read one chapter that's written in Elvish that nobody else can read. And there's actually a lot of elves that were necromancers. It seems like there was only one that was a gnome, but there's probably a few dozen that were elves.
We fuck about.
Yeah, they often created, the necromancers would basically be, a lot of it would do it for vanity or for power. So elves tended to raise the dead in order to either be basically servants or, kill off their enemies, for lack of a simpler term. Elves can tend to go sort of the vanity route.
Look at the hat.
That does not sound right. That's off brand.
Figure.
They would do it for power or for vanity. And then you can read Infernal, right?
Infernal, Draconic, Celestial, Common.
So you do find at the very back of the book, when you roll an Arcana check.
We got a 15.
Okay.
Wait, no, hang on. 15, 19.
Okay. So the very back of the book is the chapter that's written in Infernal. And you go and turn the page, and you're resistant to fire, right?
Yep.
You take 6 points of fire damage reduced to 3 for touching these pages.
Ooh.
So they're
Looking at a hot book, baby.
the three of you see sparks, like when you light a match for like a second, it looks like that when I have is touching the pages.
Ooh.
And I have read. There's about 10 pages there in Infernal, and they take a look there, and you can see sort of like, it's weird, but in their eyes, it looks like there's flames that are flickering.
It's a barbecue recipe.
It's a barbecue recipe for short ribs, and I believe no.
And
So
that's our episode for tonight. Follow the link for a nice hot plate of jerk.
See all of our barbecue rib results on Pinterest.
Guys, I was trying so hard to make this dramatic. Okay. These pages flicker a little bit. And these pages are they're actually kind of written in a poetry and they're about how
Chris.
how once you cross the curtain into the realm of the dead, there nobody should bring you back, but if they do, they should know that the consequences are there. But if
Dun,
you're
dun,
strong
dun.
enough to withstand these consequences, ultimate power could be yours and ultimate life could be yours. But
Sounds like a Death Cab for Cutie song.
yeah, so it's very emo. It's like it's it's the most emo song you've ever seen. But it's basically it's written in these fragments of Infernal is inherently like that. But you get the sense that it's like really, really, really don't do this. But if you do this, you better be really tough. Don't do this. But if you do this, it could be really great.
Okay.
But definitely don't do this. But if you do it, you're gonna have to be really strong, and you're gonna need. To be
I'm not
with
saying.
that.
I'm just saying.
Right.
They
So
don't-
it's written by a teenage girl.
So that
Lots
is
of eyeliner.
that
Heavy
is what you
eyeliner.
sort of get. This sort of book is one of these like really dark books that like nobody wants anybody to see, but it does show that basically every race has had some necromancers in their past. They're quite rare for particular races, particularly gnomes. Like I said, a little more common for elves.
A little.
Quite common for tieflings. You unfortunately, Scrimmy, couldn't find a chapter on halflings. Maybe you weren't concentrating. You didn't really know.
Maybe those pages were ripped out. Scrimmy.
Well, what they don't know is that we have a fucking T-mare. So
Yeah.
she'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
I think.
So that is all. That is basically what you can find. Necromancy's scary, and it's it is the darkest magic in the land. There's a lot of magic, and a lot of you can do magic, but necromancy is and always has been essentially frowned upon. It's not good. It's bad. There's always bad consequences to that.
Yeah.
But
Anytime you raise the dead, you're
Yeah.
fucking around. You're playing God.
Yes. It's Mexican food. Yeah.
So
Yeah, fun.
Volta sort of knocks on the door and is like, guys, like I'm closing up. Are you done in there?
Yes,
Yeah,
Volta.
we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So she lets you out and is like, okay, well, look, I'm here every day, but I'm gonna go to the party. If you need anything else, come back tomorrow. Open at 9 a.m. Cool?
Volta,
Yeah. Tell Maeve that you're all right by us, and see if that gets you a drink.
It'll probably get you a
okay.
drink. Maeve's a lush.
That's great.
Yeah, the Avengers. We're called the Avengers. Final answer.
The
That's like
the scavengers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really hard to like copyright, but like cool. All right.
Use any one of the things that we told you. Maeve will know.
Maeve's
So
used to this.
Volta ushers you out the door, locks the door behind her. It's like a shitty little like lock. It's nobody is that concerned about security in this town.
So we're breaking
And
it.
you're left outside the library in the center of the Tricorn, knowing that there's chaos in the mine. There's something to do with necromancy afoot. Maeve is very worried about their partner, and their partner just happens to be a dragonborn, which I have is none too pleased about. I will remind the group that dragonborns are not inherently evil. There's nothing inherently evil about any race in D&D, but that is
If they've been necromanced,
But they're murdering scum.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's to know? We need to
That's
find out
good.
who's undead. I think there's
Your
something.
opinion, man.
Murder on all site.
so my question to the group is, do we stop here or do you want to go to 9:30?
Control room says it's time to start wrapping up.
Okay, so we will stop there. The group is standing outside the library, deciding what to do next, and we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining us tonight on Charisma Mod. Thanks, everyone. That was so fun. All right, and that is our show. Couldn't find my camera there. Tune in 2 weeks. We're going to be back December 28th, right smack in the middle of
the Christmas holidays, because why not? I really hope you enjoyed this show. This was so much fun to watch. I really wish I could just get involved, but gotta produce the thing. Thank you to everyone who watched live. If you're watching this after the fact, be sure to subscribe so that you can catch our live shows later on. If you also, I just want to remind you to check out the podcast version. If you want the show on the go, it's a bit more of a condensed version, a lot less of me and a lot more of our players doing our cool player stuff. And a big thank you to all of our cast, our players today, Al Val, Tamara Siobhan, who couldn't make it today, Brendan D'Souza, and Elvira Kurt. Make sure to check them out on social media and find out what they're doing. They're all doing super cool stuff. Super special thanks to our special guest, Yahenda, today. Yahenda all over this show, just, putting a stink on everything. Thanks to Yahenda for soundtrack music, for original score, for being a player, for helping in the control room, just doing everything. And of course, thank you so much to our lovely game master, Stella Saint. Stella just released a super cool virtual web crawl review. It's a burlesque review, so check that out. Check out Pointed Cap Cabaret. It's a super cool virtual online thing, and you're not going to want to miss that. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, Stormcrow Manor, Howlin' War Records, and Make Lemonade. Without them, none of this would be possible. So thank you so much, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great night.